You're never gonna guess what I received in the mail yesterday. I got a new bag of holding! Okay, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about what might be the most iconic magic item in D&D history, or at least in my opinion, it might be the most iconic magic item today on the vlog. So, welcome to another DnDaily. This is number 353. I'm Gregory. This is 1 in 20 D&D, but you probably already know that by now. If you don't, subscribe and hit the bell so you see when these all go live. Alright, so my good friend Mario from Leathersmith Vlogs, I am going to link his information, of course, down here. And I'll actually probably link you at the end of the video here to the making of this beautiful new dice bag. First, let me just gush. Look at this work. It is a beautiful, soft suede leather, and then it's got my logo. Look here, right next to the other logo here. How do we do it? Let's make sure I get it right. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Here, let's get the close-up. There it is. Oh, he did this nice tanning job on the hard leather. And look at the base. Look at the bottom. Isn't that amazing? It's got this. Let me get in so you can see the texture. Let's see. Here we go. Come on. Focus. Look at that texture. It's so cool. It's just got this beautiful. It's the bottom and this are sort of the same or similar, not the same, but they're the similar kind of like hard textured leather, so it gives it some like body when it's sitting down, like once it's filled with some dice, which I haven't done yet. I think I need to get a new set of dice to grace this baby. And it's just beautiful. It's simple, you know, it's nice and deep. So, man, I can put a ton of dice in there. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Mario. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, it's from the heart, man. And it's got my logo on it. It's so I'm sincerely overjoyed. And it just made me, you know what? It's so funny because it absolutely reminded me of probably my favorite, maybe not my favorite magic item, but for sure it is what I think of as the most iconic magic item in all of Dungeons and Dragons. And that, of course, is the Bag of Holding. The Bag of Holding, I remember when I was early on playing Dungeons and Dragons that finding a Bag of Holding was like, it was just like the ultimate. It felt so cool to get a Bag of Holding. Portable Hole was also pretty dope and very useful. But I feel like, you know, I would say that probably like a +1 weapon, like a +1 longsword or even a +1 shield maybe, that might be the very first magic item that a party sees. Or maybe potions. You probably see some potions and kind of that kind of thing. But I feel like whenever a party received or found or was, purchased, yeah, okay, sure. Purchasing takes away a little bit of it. And with the Artificer now, you can actually make your own, which again sort of makes them like not quite as shiny. But it was the ultimate shiny back in the day. And it still, to me, on some level, makes me feel that way. Like, I genuinely feel like if I've earned a Bag of Holding, I've hit a milestone in the game. Forget about levels, forget about like buying new gear or getting like, you know, sure, like when a fighter, if their goal, or a paladin, if their goal is like they're gonna be a knight in shining armor, when they can finally get that suit of full plate, that's pretty dope too. But like, to me, it's even in that case, I still feel like the Bag of Holding would trump that. Let's face it, when this game was all about dungeon crawls, and it was a slog, and it was like you found the big bad, whether it was a, you know, monster horde from the Goblin Prince, or the bugbear general, or the beholder or dragon, or whatever it was, the, you know, evil villain. Once you found that like horde and you found like thousands of coins, then you had to figure out how are you going to get it back to town. And so if you found a bag of holding, you could carry all of your stuff. It just was like this huge relief. It was like you were sort of like no longer forced to make this big choice of like, well, do we leave the copper behind again or whatnot? So yeah, it just always felt so good. I want. So here's the thing about it. It's like getting a gift in the game. It's like getting a gift when your DM gives you, that's how it feels. It feels like the DM is giving you a gift when you find a magic item, or you recover a magic item, or you take a magic item off of either from a horde or off of another, like a bad guy or a bad girl or a villain or whatever. Like that always felt on some level like a gift. And so we've just come out of the season of giving, right? The New Year season, the holiday season, and Christmas, and all of this. And the spirit of the season is about giving to others. Okay, giving and receiving, I suppose, they go hand in hand, of course. But I received two amazing gifts. I received this, and I received the Genesis book from another one of my very good friends. And so now, I received two heartfelt and amazing gifts. And I realized, as I was thinking about this today and getting ready to record today, I realized that, one of the coolest and most awesome things that a DM can do in the game is find something meaningful in the way of a magic item to give to a player. That feeling when you receive like the perfect magic item, especially if it seems like fate or random chance or like out of the blue, that is such a cool feeling. And it can happen in any number of ways. It can happen like they just come across it in a dungeon, or it can happen because they're rewarded for a job well done. The king or the mage or the person, the quest giver or whatever gives it to them because, hey, they did the task. They've found the MacGuffin. They defeated the foe. They retrieved the doodad or whatever it was, the relic or what have you. There's so many cool ways that we as DMs can do that for our players, and I just want to encourage you to be generous. I love to do it even with like inspiration. To me, giving inspiration to the players feels like giving them a gift, like rewarding them. And we all love rewards. We all love to be rewarded. So I want to encourage you in your games, as you DM your games, I want to encourage you to be generous. And if it's a magic low, if it's a very low magic, like a +1 sword is like, oh, like it's like a massive victory if you found it, get to it as quick as you can. Make it meaningful, but make it happen early in the game. Even if you have to stretch out the next one for a while, the sooner you can get those things in your players' grubby little hands or hot little hands, or however you want to say it, the sooner you can get it in your players' hands, the more fun I guarantee you they will be having. Maybe not first session. That might be a little too soon. Maybe not. But for sure. And even, I want to suggest, even if you start at a higher level, you still might want to, make it a little bit of a challenge to get that first magic item. Oh, goodness gracious. Mario, thank you so much. Here's that link I promised to the video of how he made this beautiful bag. It was just... I gotta go find some dice to fill it in now. Thank you, Mario. I love this bag so much. I love this dice bag. I can't wait to fill it with goodies. And, hey, I want to hear what your favorite magic item is, and you can tell me about your favorite dice bag or your dice bag story in the comments right here. Check out the videos down there too. I'll see you at a table someday, my friends. Keep rolling 20s, and remember, it's your game. Play your way.